You see the headline. You know how this goes. Let's get into it. The White House has withdrawn its nomination for Kathleen Skama to lead the Interior Department's Bureau of Land Management just days after her opinion on January 6 riots resurfaced online. The news came right before her confirmation hearing was about to begin Thursday, AP News reported. This is yet again confirmation that there was no vetting of anyone. Trump just looked and thought, oh, this person is a loyalist, this person is a loyalist, this person donated this amount, this person donated that amount, and that's it. There's been no vetting of any of Trump's picks. There's also been no forethought put into any of this. Skama's withdrawal came 2 days after revelations that she was critical of the president for inciting the January 6 attack on the U.S. Capitol in 2021. I am disgusted by the violence witnessed yesterday and President Trump's role in spreading misinformation that incited it, Skama reportedly wrote, according to the Watchdog Journalism Project documented. Skama, who heads a Denver based oil and gas industry trade group called the Western Energy Alliance, shared her condemnation via memo to members of the group the day after the attack. Senate Energy and Natural Resources Chairman Mike Lee said he had only learned about the withdrawal Thursday morning before her hearing was set to begin. So effective. So efficient. I thought we were making the government more efficient and we were stopping wasteful spending. But we're waiting until the 11th hour and 30 minutes to pull nominations. When are we going to complete our government? When are we going to have a full cast? On Thursday, she addressed the withdrawal but didn't share why she was stepping back. It was an honor to be nominated by President Trump as director of the Bureau of Land Management, but unfortunately, at this time, I need to withdraw my nomination, she said in a statement shared on LinkedIn. I will continue to support President Trump and fight for his agenda to unleash American energy in the private sector. Well, we know why you decided to get in bed with someone that you're highly critical of. It benefits you personally. But I'm going to need y'all to stop rolling back on your morals. David Bernhardt, who led the Interior Department during Trump's first term, suggested on X that the recently surfaced memo was why her nomination had been pulled. Sad, Mr. Bernhardt wrote on Thursday, with a link to the article about Skama's memo. Self-inflicted. Bernhardt, is there a tinge of jealousy? Are you throwing your name back in the hat to hopefully be pulled out again? Other environmental activists who opposed Skama for the position seemed to let out a sigh of relief, with many taking to social media to express their jubilation at the news. Good riddance to Skama, whose withdrawal is good news for America's public lands and imperiled animals. Taylor McKinnon, the Southeast director for the Center of Biological Diversity, told the New York Times. He added, "There's no doubt that Trump's next nominee will also be a poisonous threat to our wildlife and wild places. But this speed bump gives senators a chance to ponder whether they really want to feed America's public lands, and monuments into the snapping jaws of the fracking and mining industries." Aaron Weiss, the deputy director of an environmental nonprofit organization called the Center for Western Priorities, has been critical of Skama for not publicly sharing a list of members of the Western Energy Alliance. It is ironic and maybe fitting if maybe her lack of candor and secrecy is what ultimately did her nomination in with the White House, Weiss told the Times. Oh, it definitely is. And given that this was an internal memo, girl, you got a rat in the mix. And I love that for her. I also love that for Trump. But you tell me your thoughts on it in the comments.